continue.
So I recently completed my associate's degree in information technology last year in 2015 December. I
Mm-hmm.
transferred over to a four-year university to continue my bachelor's, so I'm working on that right now.
Okay. Okay. Can you please introduce yourself, Raj? Okay, Shiva. Okay. Uh,
Raj had just typed in the chat window that
okay, fine. Can I
is
can I?
he is new to IT.
Okay, fine. Can I start the session, Dinesh? I
Yes,
think like a yeah.
yes, please go ahead.
Okay. Please, I'm starting the session. Like, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Okay. See here, today we are I'm going to give the demo for the testing. Before start the session, we should know what is testing here. What is the importance of testing? Okay. Mm, testing. What is testing here? Like, anybody know for the testing? Amrit, Raj, Shiva, Victor, do you have any idea what is the testing? Why we perform the testing? Test applications? Okay, fine. Testing is nothing but it is the process of finding out the defects in a product. Let me write here. Exactly, Amrit. So let me explain what is the importance of testing here. Okay, let's say I'm the customer. Okay, I'm the customer. I would like to purchase a product called WebEx. Okay, so before purchasing WebEx meeting, I have requirements. I have some expectations. Can you hear me? Okay, I have some requirements. What is the requirements here? That WebEx product to be user friendly, to be compatible, to be efficient. Okay, to be user friendly, to be compatible, and to be efficient. Efficient. Okay, what is user friendly here? What is user friendly? Okay, user friendly is nothing but to easy of use. Okay, any application, it should be designed such way that end user can use easy way. Okay, definitely we are expecting that application, right? Okay, what is compatibility here? What is compatibility? See, I'm using Windows 7. I'm using Chrome. Okay, I don't know what kind of voice and what kind of browser it's using in your computer. I don't have idea. Okay, whatever the customer, if they're using what kind of OS and what kind of browser, it should be support. Okay, see nowadays whatever we are using in the market Facebook, like a Gmail and Hotmail and remaining things like a Twitter, all are those are compatible. That is why we can able to use that kind of software. Okay, okay. So what is the compatible here? A product or application should support any environment. Okay, let me write down here. Okay, what is efficiency here? What is efficiency? Okay, efficiency is nothing but here, it is speed of execution. speed of an application. See, when you click on any link, okay, if you enter any URL, if you click on go, it should open within fraction of seconds. For example, if it is taking 10 minutes of time, okay, still it is browsing. Am I using that one? Okay, like if I want purchase this product, okay, if it is not to be like it is not user friendly and it is not compatible and it is not efficient. So, like, am I purchase this product? I'm asking Victor or Andres and Raj. Okay, if it is that whatever we are using WebEx, if it is not user friendly and compatible and efficiency. So, can I should I need to purchase this one? Okay, because I have so many software available in that market. Right, for example, we have GoToMeeting. Okay, if it is GoToMeeting, that product will be like a user friendly and compatible and efficient. So definitely why I need to purchase this one? Because this is a defect product, right? Because this is not compatible and this is not user friendly, this is not efficient, right? Right? So I will purchase some other product. So what will happen? Raj, Amrit, can you just answer me? Like, if it is a defect product, so what will happen? If they're releasing the market, so there is a defect product, so what will happen? Can anybody hear me? Amrit, I'm the customer. I'm not the tester here. I'm the customer now. So what will... No, my question is, I'm the customer. I want to purchase a product called as WebEx. Okay, I'm expecting from that product user-friendly, compatible and efficiency. But what I'm expecting that my requirement is not fulfilled here. Okay, so definitely I will not purchase this product, right?
Right, because it's not up to the requirement.
Exactly. So if it is a defect product, so what will happen?
You would send it back to the developer?
No. Don't think that I'm a tester. Think as a user. How we are using this WebEx, think that way. Okay, don't think that as a tester. I'm the customer here. I'm using that application. I want to purchase that product. Exactly, will not buy that one. Definitely. Right? What will happen if you're not, nobody will not use that one, and who have produced that application, who have produced that product, they will get loss of it. Right? So if they would have a testing on that application in that organization, okay, they will have an idea that is a defect product. Okay, they can, if they're doing testing on that application, they can fix it, right? And they can fix it and they can release the market. What will happen? They can improve their business, right? Do you understand what is the importance of the testing?
Yes.
Amrit? Raj? Victor?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. See, generally we have two types of testing. One is manual testing. Another one is automation testing. Okay. See, before going this one, let me explain why we are performing manual testing. Okay. Before we explain what is manual testing and what is automation testing, let me explain who will involve the testing. Okay. See here, definitely tester will involve, right? And then developer, right? And then senior management team, and customer, client, end user. Okay, we know that like tester definitely, what is the work in testing area? Like generally, like if we have like a generally, for example, you are the client, you have some requirement. Based on your requirement for that MNC, any of our MNC, definitely they will start out of the product. Okay. So what we will do, what is the work here? We have to test that application after they are done development. We have to test that application. According to the client requirement, they are done application or not, we have to test. Okay, generally this work we will do. But developer, how he can involve in the testing here? Okay, you can ask me the question. How the developer, how like he will not do the testing, but he will only develop the coding. So how he will involve in the testing? Okay, let me tell you. First of all, after he generated the code, he only test the programming. Is it working? Is it running properly or not? Right? Whatever he developed the programming, he will check. Okay? He will check. Is it working? It is running correctly or not, he will check. So first testing he's doing there. Okay, he's not testing any functionality, he's not testing any functionality, but he's testing that whatever he developed the programming, it is correctly running or not, he's checking that. Okay? And senior management team, okay, we cannot decide, right? We cannot decide this is a quality product. Okay? Senior management team only, they will decide. Simply they cannot decide, right? They will conduct many inspections, walkthroughs. Okay, who will involve here? Business analyst. Okay, project manager. Okay, test manager and test lead. Okay, and senior quality assurance people. Okay, and customer client, like he's a person only, you're getting the requirement from customer only. Okay, end user, he doesn't have an idea what kind of, how the application will work, but he will use the application. Okay, for example, in the market every day we are getting new tools, right? We don't have idea how it will work, but still we are using that one, right? Same way end user will work on, end user also he will test that application. Okay, do you understand? Hello? Shiva, Amit, Raj. Okay. Nothing. Like see here, who are involved in this testing here? Tester, developer, senior management team, customer or client, and end user here. Tester, we know that what is our role here. What is our role here? Tester is nothing but, okay, we will get generally in that in that company, like we will get the requirement document. Based on the requirement document, we have to test that application, okay, whether it is meeting the client requirement or not. Right? When we are telling this a defect, whatever the developers develop the product, if it is not meeting client requirement, then we are telling this is a defect. Okay, and then what they will do? Developers will fix it and they will send back to us. Okay, we have to tell them this is not according to the client requirement, you didn't develop the software. Okay, see generally, like how we can give assurance like this is a quality product after testing only, right? Okay, whatever we are going to like in our company, whatever we are going to deliver the software, all are quality product. How we can give guarantee for that? Okay, if you do testing, then we can tell them this is not defect product. This is quality product. We can prove them, right? Okay, so that is why tester role like generally like we have to test that application after the development. Okay, it's a defect product or not. Okay, and we have to tell them like yes, this is not defect product. Okay, if we are finding like when you start testing on the application, if you find defects, we have to tell the developers, I find that this kind of defect according to the client requirement, this is not meeting client requirement. Okay, what is defect here? A product which is deviating from the application, from the client requirement. That means it is not meeting client requirements, right? Okay, and this is the tester role. Fine. And developers, how the developers will involve in the testing here? Okay, he only generate the code, right? Before release the build is nothing but application. Okay, before release the application, he will test that, like not test, he will check whatever he's developed he will generate the code, it is working, it is running or not, he will check. So he's doing one kind of testing, right? So developer first of all, any application, okay, he only do the first testing. Okay, not test, like exactly, you can ask me why he's not performing complete testing here. Because developers have parental behavior. That means, if somebody will tell this is is whatever that he generated the code, it is wrong, he's not ready to accept that thing. So definitely developers will not enter the testing. He will check whatever he developed the code is running correctly or not, he will check. Right? So without he is testing that one, if it is not working, he knows that what is the point to send the application to the test engineers. Right? He needs to test like whatever he's developed the code is running correctly or not. Do you understand? What is my point? Shiva, I'm with. Okay. Okay. And customer, we got requirements from the customer here. End user, who will use that application? End user only. Okay, he doesn't have an idea how it will work application and how the functionality will work. Okay, but still he will use the application. Okay. Okay. For example, manual testing here. How we will write the test case for the manual testing? Let me explain here. For example, we have Gmail. Okay. Let me show you one thing. For example, I'm testing on this login functionality here. Okay. In this Gmail homepage, this is the requirement. For example, in this requirement, which area we have to test? I can test here, I can test here, I can test here, I can test here, and remaining I cannot test. Right? So this is functional area. How I'm telling the functional area? If any page, any internal links, if you're going to enter some data, if you're providing some input data, okay, that we are calling functional area. Okay, if I want to test this area, I need to provide some data. Okay, whether it is valid or invalid, whatever it is. Okay, I need to check this functionality, whether it is accepting valid data or not, and whether it is accepting invalid data or not. Right? See here, if it is not accepting valid data, definitely this is a defect. Okay, if it is accepting invalid data, that is also defect. Right? We have to test this area. It should not accept invalid data. It should accept valid data. For example, go for banking accounts. Okay, whether if whatever you have the, can you able to hear me, Shiva? Raj, can you able to hear me? Amrit, is it clear? Shiva, can you able to hear me? Shiva, can you able to hear me? Can you please respond? Okay. Okay, I'm continue here. See here, this is functional area. Okay, this functional area, if you want this area, if you want to test this area, you have to provide some combinations, that is valid, invalid, and blank data. Okay. In remaining thing like these two are, I can click here. I don't need to provide any input data, right? So no need to provide input data here. Only this area only I have to provide some inputs. Then I can validate this application. Okay. Do you understand, Amrit, how we can test up like a functional area? Amrit, do you understand? Shiva, Raj, and Victor, can you please respond? Raj, can you please hear me? Raj, can you please hear me? Can you please respond? Shiva, can you please respond? Do you understand him? Raj, can you please hear me? Okay, fine. Okay. These are the combination we have to test for the functional area. Okay. In future classes we will discuss more about how we can test and how we can provide input data and everything we will discuss. Okay. And then for this manual testing, we have the topic SDLC, software development life cycle, and then SDLC, software testing life cycle. Okay, and then types of documents, and then levels of testing, okay, and then testing methodologies, and types of testing. And finally, defect life cycle. Okay, here SDLC we have some phases like test planning, test case design, test execution, okay, and defect report, okay, and finally summary report, generate reports. Okay, these are the phases we can see in SDLC here. Even SDLC we have so many phases that I will explain later. Like SDLC model we have like waterfall model, V model, agile model, okay, incremental model, okay, prototype model, okay, RAD model. We have different kinds of model, okay, and SDLC these are the phases. SDLC nothing but this is a heart of testing. Okay, generally This kind of test planning. This is a guideline for the testing, how to test, way to test, okay? And we will get an in scope, like a scope we will get. That means like which area we have to test, which area you should not test, okay? If you got build from the test developers, okay, like what kind of software we have to install in your computer, okay? These kind of guidelines you will get in test plan document, okay? And already we have the requirement document. Based on the document, we have to write the test cases, okay? And we start executing the test cases, okay? In defect report, while your execution, if you find the defect, we have to report to the developers, okay? That time we will follow some kind of process, okay? Finally, generate report. That means like summary report for how many test cases you prepared per day. Each person, each test engineer, like see here, only one test engineer, we cannot test that whole application, right? So per day, how many test cases they generate, they created, and how many was executed, how many was failed, how many was passed, and how many was failed. Okay, and we have this kind of report we have to prepare. Okay, and finally here, like why we are using automation tool. We have different kinds of automation testing tools in the market. Why we are doing automation testing? Okay, what is it? Why we are performing why can't we perform our entire application manual testing? Okay, manual testing, for example, if we have 2000 test cases, just imagine we have short target. Okay, and while you're executing all the test cases, you find the defect, you have to report to the developers and they will fix it and they will send back to you. And that is what we have to do. We have to test that functionality where you got the defect, okay? And related functionalities also, like because of the fixed defect, it was affecting like a related functionality or not, we have to test. Now what we are doing here, we are testing again and again, right? So that is why if you go for the manual, definitely it is difficult to release the software, right? That is why we are using automation testing tool like QTP, okay? QTP, and we have different tools like LoadRunner, Selenium, JMeter. We have so many automation tools. Okay, in our class, I will explain in QTP only. Okay, what is the use for the automation testing? Speed of execution. Okay, and see here, definitely every software, definitely it should be compatible, right? So we have to test every environment we have to select. That means is it supporting various platforms like different kind of OS and different kinds of browsers it is supporting or not, we have to test. Okay, if you go for automation testing, what will happen? Okay, you can test that application different platforms, and if you do some changes, okay, you will get within fraction of seconds. You will get the result within fraction of a second. Okay, and that automation testing, what are you developing the script in, that will be reusable script. Okay, speed of execution, and this is a reusable script. We can test any kind of environment. If you do some changes, it will work on any kind of environment. Okay, that is the reason we are choosing automation testing here. Okay, and in between we will use one kind of tool, that is QC. This is test management tool. Okay, test management tool here. Why we are using? How SDLC work? Okay, it will work QC same way. Okay, we have some phases. Here only we can execute all the test cases, and we can report defects here, and if you want different kinds of report, you will get here. Okay, QC is nothing but test management tool. Okay? Do you have any questions? Raj, Amrit? Raj? Okay, do you understand what is the difference between why we are performing automation testing? Okay. See, generally, for example, ATM machine. See, if you want to withdraw the money, what we are doing, okay, we have to enter some data, then only you will get money, right? But how much time you have to enter manually, right? How much time it is taking to, like it is taking to enter some details, and how much time you're getting the money. Okay, that software only, right? You were getting the money, it's within fraction of second, but you enter the data, it is taking time because you have to enter manually. Right? That is the main difference, like automation tool and manually. If you go for the manual, what will happen? Okay? If you go for the manual, it will take time to test that application. Okay? If you go for the tool, okay? If you go for the tool, what will happen? You will get within fraction of second. You will get the result within fraction of second. Okay? And how we can tell, like a simply tool, like itself, it cannot run, right? We have to give instructions, how to run, where to run, what to run, right? Then you get an idea. If you give wrong instructions, definitely you will get wrong results. Okay? Any questions regarding training? Okay, I want to stop here. Okay? Okay, we'll see you next class. Bye everyone.